Hey guys, so I didn't think I'd be doing a video this soon. I know I just did upload the one about the SDL stuff. Spoilers. Um, so I want to do one little quick thing, notation first, and then, I'm going to be talking about the second to last episode, and I didn't think I was going to have to, but if those who watched it, you know why I'm going to do this. But first, I need to say, I am having some problems with YouTube. Not with YouTube itself. I think they're actually trying to help me out in this sense. But I have had some. This is the second time this has happened in a few days. I have. Let's see, where are you? So with the video I uploaded last night, all of a sudden, and this guy has commented to me before, though the thing is I think YouTube's deleting the comment because it's inappropriate, and so I can't confirm which account this is for sure, but someone of the name Alexander, so it's spelled Aleksandr Klinov, keeps commenting me sexygirls24.online, and this is the second time that the same person has commented me this. I had this happen to me on Webtoon with someone who was sending a link to a very inappropriate site through their comments to people on certain Webtoons comics comments section, and I took care of that right away. I think, though, YouTube is trying to help me out by deleting the comment, but the thing is, it doesn't stop me getting the notification, and I saw this morning, and I was very irritated. I thought maybe it was just some guy the first time, but the fact that it's the same person a second time is very irritating. I don't want to see said sites. Thank you very much. I have no interest in. And by the way, I am not 24. I'm older than that. So you're a little off, buddy. Anyway, and the reason why I'm wrapped in a blanket is because I'm cold. I'm sorry to bring this up during this episode, but it's just I'm getting really annoyed by people trying to really piss me off. And it's not the fact if I'm a snowflake, I'm fragile. I'm just irritated. I don't want to deal with this shit, and I don't want to deal with this shit. And yes, this is going to be an over 18, full-on comments. I'm going to be working on some stuff to fix my YouTube videos because my comments have been cut off from me for one reason or another, and there should be only one video that the comments should be not on. And actually, I got to fix that because I need to put some more subtitles in too. Anyway, so that's that. I'm going to stop talking about that and talk about what I want to talk about. So for those of you who lasted 3.5 minutes, thank you for bearing with me. So the second to last episode of Supernatural, what I know is that the last two episodes they couldn't do before they had to stop filming before, by the time COVID had started and everything, so they had to stop filming, and those last two episodes were the only ones that they hadn't done. Obviously, they did have some time to do it, but, there was also a article that said and I didn't read it because I didn't want to get spoiled. I am going to see if I can find the articles again. That said, because of what happened this year, it kind of changed how they were writing the story, and I don't know if it's a real scenario or not. Like, what if this was real, or if they stuck to their guns and finished the way they originally intended on it. But that's just one. It's just one of two scenarios: the original way or the way that they felt they needed to. And I have a feeling that I'm right, and this was a change because the way they, I'm not a big religious person, but the way they portrayed Chuck since the beginning probably, I mean, once they revealed that he was Chuck, it didn't surprise me. The way Chuck has acted has been a viewpoint that I just didn't mesh well with me. So it made me hard to respect the man upstairs, because this is how sometimes I feel like things are playing out. Whereas with what happened with this episode, I am not going to spoil it. I might be seeing something in a different light. It's just a viewpoint. It doesn't mean everything with me is going to change, but it kind of is a positive way to change my viewpoint. This felt like the last episode. This really did feel like the last episode. So whatever they're doing, because it's a 2-hour thing, so I'm guessing the first hour is them talking about stuff, and I'm gonna make sure I get my parents to watch both hours, because if they don't, sucks to be them, because then I'll just watch it without them. I don't want to wait to watch the other half, especially when somebody keeps falling asleep or is doing something, probably since we've gotten DVR, so I don't know how many seasons of Supernatural that they really paid attention to after a while. I'm gonna promise this, I'm kind of been watching Walking Dead, but I might switch over to restarting, and I had already had once, but restarting and watching through Netflix the entire series of Supernatural. And I pray they don't do what they did with Buffy, where, if you guys know, there's a sing-along episode with that, and, or a musical episode, and a bit of one of the characters' songs got cut. And it's like one of my favorite songs, too. One of. It's not my only favorite song from the musical episode, but it was one of my favorites. And it kind of made me sad. So, I'm hoping that nothing has been cut from Supernatural. It doesn't feel like it has, but it's been so long since I've fully watched it. And yes, while I do have all probably up to date on DVDs, possibly, maybe one season behind, I just don't want to have to go through the DVDs just to make sure everything is accurate. So anyway, I will be doing a video next week. I'm going to say it's probably either going to be Friday morning or Friday afternoon, depending on how things go. But I feel like I'm going to be doing this twice, but I'm going to say thank you to the crew of Supernatural, for those who've been helping them since the beginning, for the writers, producers, directors, executives. I kind of wish I could do something like what David Tennant did with the 500 Miles song, so we could see the people behind the scenes. I know we've seen a couple in the Hollywood stuff, but yeah. I kind of hope Hollywood does one more video, but if they don't, I'm okay with that. I kind of want them to do another Walking Dead one too, especially with now them ending soon. Well, not soon, but you know what I mean. And, yeah, the last scene just made me cry, and it's like the cry I needed for the previous episode. I'm gonna say this though, if one thing doesn't happen in the last episode, I'm not saying it has to go full on, but if one thing doesn't happen, even if the other thing because there's two things I want to happen, I'm not gonna say what, because if you watch the last video, it should make sense, and if you don't want to get spoiled, I just don't want to say it out loud. There's two things I want to happen. If they do one thing and not the other, I'm okay with that, but if they don't do at least the one thing, I'm gonna be really sad. Even if they don't do both things that I want them to do with the very last episode, I just want them to do one thing to make us all happy. Like I said, this was a good episode. This was a phenomenal episode. I just can't believe how well this was ran and how it played out, and I just can't wait to see how the final episode will be next week. This is Ellie signing off. Click like, subscribe, I'll see you guys later. Comment down below. Like I said, I'm gonna fix my stuff maybe tomorrow. I'm not gonna do it tonight, because I gotta go work in like a half an hour, if not less. And I just want to rest because I am tired. This whole year has been exhausting. More than the last 2 to 3. But yeah.